Okay, for the update, and if you're wondering why you're not getting the interview that I was going to do, is because they were not there, nor did I get a call. And when I did call them, they were, how can you say, new meaning to no comment. Obviously, H&R Block did definitely drop the ball, and there is no doubt in my mind that IRS probably had a little something to do with it also. Now, that's not saying that it was either or's fault. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is this. This is not he said, she said. I personally have been a patron of H&R Block for probably going on the better end of 16 years. Okay? I've had the exact same account all 16 years from day one. And I'm going to give a shout out to Jennifer Mahood over there in Bluefield, Virginia. If you are looking to do your tax prep this year and you're choosing to do H&R Block, go down there to Jennifer and check her out. She's really good. She's done my taxes forever and I've never had an issue. She's always got me the maximum return. And, I'm not saying, not to do business with H&R Block. Because, like I said, all they can do is actually, they get a batch in, it's done by numbers, they hit a button, blah, 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 blah. Now, granted, probably the program, maybe the IRS's, maybe Bank of America or Axis or MetaBank, whichever bank that is. I think it's actually, they was Axis Bank, H&R Block Bank, and then Axis Bank, and then they are now to MetaBank. And H&R Block is very professional. Now, I'm not saying that they didn't drop the ball on this time because even given the comment that they gave, talking about we're handling this, blah, blah, blah. When you're a customer and you're trying to get a hold of a company that you have put your faith in and can't even get a person on the line, that's bad for business. That's bad PR, and you should at least had someone answering the phones to reassure your customers that, hey, look, we understand what's going on. We got a grasp on the situation. It's going to be X amount of days, blah blah blah. Now, getting back to my other point, and if you know anything about this, man, my eyes itching. With the whole banking thing, because I might just be thinking stupid stuff, but if they got your money, and it's X amount of days, let's just say 3 days, for instance, and we're talking 2 million people at, let's say, bare minimum $600, you do the math. Come on now, that's a lot of money. And for the bank to hold it, they draw interest, or if they do even give it interest, I don't know how that works as far as that goes. If they do this, and they make capital off this, that's a crime. You're making money off of money that doesn't belong to you. It kind of almost looks like it was accidentally done on purpose to either A, get some notoriety as far as the money capital goes, because that is a chunk of change right there, 2 million people, and for that to go down and for you to pretty much keep the money, and then I see comments when you go, you can verify it. You can go on their H&R Block website. You go down through and read some of the comments. They're talking about people saying, yeah, they fixed it all right. I got $1 or something. I'm supposed to get 1,800, or I think that was one of the comments, and it was multiple. I tell you, multiple people that was done this way. Just getting a partial payment of their money. And then I'm reading comments that the IRS pulled some of the transactions that was actually done, and either A, sent them a paper check to the address. Now I'm just wondering. You can comment down there on this also. You know, a lot of people, some people move once, twice, 3, 4 times a damn year. It's like they move more. My point is this: if they're going off 2018, 2019 tax return addresses and whatnot, routing numbers, some people changed banks, some people's done moved, they don't even live there no more. You know, as a federal government that's did this once, and you know, practice makes perfect. So send us another one. You might get it right this time. You know, you would think that they would have this nailed. I mean, it's not that hard, and I'm no banker by no means, by God. And if you send a batch, okay, to a server of a company, a batch, and in this batch it has files, PDFs, whatever kind of platform they use, that is broke down into individual accounts. Now, if you have these individual accounts and they've got account numbers associated with it, and unless the IRS goofed in their system, put random damn account numbers on stuff, or old accounts, new accounts, it doesn't matter. If they did that, then yes, it's the IRS's fault by all means. You know, but it is also H&R Block's fault, because one, you would think their tech guy would have been like, hey, hold up. Let's verify a couple of these. Make sure they right. Some look fishy, funky. You verify a couple of them, and you realize, hey man, this one's going into an old account. This card's done. This is an old account. This one's going into some account in Dubai. So that on their part is their mistake, and I'm not saying H&R Block as a partner, because it would be technically MetaBank is their bank they're using. And you know, it's funny that they go through this transaction to change banks, unfortunately, during a pandemic, and also stimulus checks going out. And they seen what kind of show it was last time. I mean, come on, let's get real. In these last few months, we have really seen how messed up and uncoordinated not only our federal government, but our state and local governments. Now, they can sit there and say, ain't nobody's ever dealt with no pandemic, and you know, it's really hard to, you know, get a grasp on these things, etc., etc., etc. To me, we pay our government really good money to do their job, and that's to keep each and every one of us safe, to where we can go to our jobs and do technically whatever we want under the statute of law. Now, you see that, one, a lot of people was crashing on Trump. This dude had the chance to say the right thing and literally said just the opposite. My problem with Trump saying things is, one, he wouldn't, you know, degrade or blast white supremacy groups. That was, by all means, I mean, come on, man, that showed your true colors right there. You're a racist piece of shit. And people, I voted for Trump. And it wasn't because of his personality, you know, because honestly, let's get real, he's a piece of shit. You know, grab him by the hootie, huh? What? I thought it was funny. Thought it was freaking hilarious. Not too many women did. That was pretty stupid, Trump, considering the woman vote is pretty powerful right now. And then he won't blast on a white supremacy group. Well, then now you done lost all the black vote. So homie. And now you're saying the election was stolen from you. Now, and I'm going to tell you, people, I ain't ashamed of it. I voted for him again. And like I said, it's not because of his personality. It is because of his foreign policies. Man, I mean, you can say what you want about Trump, but man, that dude has a set of gonads on him as big as a damn elephant shit. As far as his foreign policy, second to none. And let's get real, people. He's a businessman. Of course he's going to run our government like a business. Now, you can say what you will, but I ain't getting into politics because, like I said, I don't like talking about that type of politics because it is what it is. You know, it's an opinion. It's like a butt. Everybody's got one and they're trying to cover it up. Now, we have seen how crooked and uncoordinated our government really is. And people, the only thing that can change that up there on that Capitol Hill is you and I. You and I. That vote means everything, people. And if you don't vote, you ain't got no reason to complain or bitch about this or that because you didn't have no say-so in it. Sit back and enjoy the ride. But if you did vote, then yes, you have a right to complain about, you know, you voted for this guy because he said he was going to do this, or this girl. And then they get in the office and they do just the damn opposite. They don't do shit. Yeah, that's sad. You got Mitch McConnell pretty much money blocking everybody in America. Now, granted, I'm not saying the stimulus checks are a good thing because our kids, however far that floats down, is going to pay for all this. People, let's get real. The money is got to come from somewhere. We ain't just making it. We can print money. It don't mean shit. Nothing. So, enjoy that money. But by all means, people, spend the money on stuff that you need, not want. You don't need that big 83-inch damn TV hanging on your wall just because you got the money the government pay for it. You know, I'm not saying people are evil or whatever. But we need to come together as Americans. We need to come together as people. We need to come together and control our government. And the only way we can do that, people, and it is not by going through cities and towns and suburbs and burning down people's shit. That ain't right. That's not protesting. That is not protesting. No. That is terrorism. Destruction of property, and you should be arrested. Because I know if I did it, if I went out to my neighbor and I'm protesting and I'm all hyped up, whatever, and then I throw a cocktail in his damn yard and burn his grass, I, as a person, should pay for that man's grass because it's not his fault. He didn't do this. And then the people that did that to Pelosi's house and McConnell, come on, man. Although I thought it was funny as hell. Come on, man. You know, although I get you, because that house, on both parts, we own a small little chunk of that. We bought that shit. We pay them. We make their paycheck. We do their paycheck. But what we also do is we're the ones that put them in office. I got a feeling we're going to be voting on something. Pelosi's going to fall over damn dead of old age because we done put that bitch in office so many times it's been unreal. Now, I'm not saying she ain't good at what she does, man. She knows her shit. But there's got to be a point, and there's got to be, in my opinion, a term limit because, man, you get someone like that's been in there umpteen million days, they're set in old ways. They're not looking at the new future, the new way it's going to be. And as far as this social distancing that everybody is complaining about, well, why wouldn't you want to social distance from, people to stop this? We're not China. We're not China. We don't have quadrillion people in a damn 10 by 10 area. We're not stacking bodies Just because. And my thing is, people, we're Americans. We're supposed to be the best country on this planet. We're supposed to be the model for the rest of the world. They say America is the greatest country on this planet. Really? You ask me, we are being taxed to the bejesus. We're being controlled by the media. The media, people. The media. You want to uproar? You want to outrage? Follow the media. Do the media. Do what the media says. They can have a concert. And in this concert, let's say there was 1,000 people in this concert, just for an arbitrary number. 1,000 people in this concert. And one person hated it, disliked it. It's god awful. The rest of the people loved it. The media is not going to interview anybody else but that one person that didn't like it, that is throwing a fit. Why? Because the story's not in the people in a good thing. The story's in the bad things. And that's where our media is going. And I'm not saying this just because. I'm saying this because I see it. The media is what turns everybody away from everybody. People, open your eyes. We're Americans. Let's do this. I'm going back down there in the morning. I'm going to drop a video in the morning of this. I'm going to go live right when I get there. We're going to get to the bottom of this, people. God bless. And hoo-hoo.